So this is Cynthia's session, and right now she is channeling a guide named Grandma. So Grandma, can you, let us know what you wish to share with us today?
There are 4 of us here.
4 of you, meaning guides?
Four guides.
And are these all personal guides to Cynthia?
Yes, we are a group.
Do you refer to the we as Grandma?
Yes,
So it's a collective consciousness.
yes,
And you also work through the medicine?
yes. Through Earth.
Through Earth? What would you like to let us know, or what's important for us to know?
So much.
Wherever you feel called to start.
Earth is sick.
Is this what we've been purging on behalf of? Or no, I think I've been purging on behalf of.
Some have, some are contributing. Most are contributing. They are blind fools. They choose not to open their eyes. Those who do are greatly helping. There are many lights that are anchored around Earth now. But not strong enough yet to help Earth heal. Only pockets. Pray with intent. Meditate. Give love to Earth. Give love to each other. Women, make tribes. Support each other. Help the men. Bumbling fools. They are strong, but they are so weak.
I can see that.
They need us to gently show them how to be strong. But alas, it's their choice.
Are they afraid of what they see of the divine feminine?
Yes.
What about any messages for humanity?
Love. It can't get simpler than that.
Where are we in the scales between light and dark, and who's leading, if you will?
Light is leading.
What will it take for light to win? To eradicate or change or transmute the darkness that has been here?
More people to shine their light and speak their truth.
Can you give us a trajectory based on what you are seeing happening now? And if we continue in that momentum, how long do you think that would take in our concept of time?
The trajectory changes as each day moves forward. More people are encompassed, so it increases the curve.
I hear there's going to be lots of souls leaving this planet at this time.
By choice.
What about those that remain?
Lots of work still. Love is the highest vibration, and that is what will help.
What should we understand about our physical reality at these times, and the confusion and the inflation and the chaos.
It's part of the breakdown that needs to happen.
So those that are remaining, should they be afraid of it?
No?
Will they be provided for?
Yes, Earth provides.
Any advice for humans to...
Communities.
the conscious communities?
Communities.
And that's the direction we're all heading in.
To help each other.
Based on this divine feminine, what can we understand about this energy that's working through, I guess, us or some of us, or...
It is shifting. Slowly. If there is balance, things can move faster.
If there is or isn't balance?
Is.
If there is balance, it can move faster with the masculine?
Yes. And with Earth. Healing Earth will move faster when there's balance.
How do we work more with the feminine within ourselves to bring this about?
Bring out her creative side. The female likes safe space, so she can be creative. When she doesn't feel safe, she's not creative. She is hard. Woman is not supposed to be hard.
What about the shifting from male role to female roles, moving forward towards, where we're trying to head? What would that ultimate role look like for both men and female in union together?
Transparency, honesty, a balance between the roles. Can't be he hunt all day and she gather all day. It's a partnership. Maybe one day he's sad and she supports. The next day she's sad and he supports. That's the partnership that's broken.
Why did it break in the first place?
Man's dominion over woman. Man was afraid to lose control.
So he
power.
And then what about the woman?
Ultimately surrendered.
Why did they do that?
Some people don't want to die.
Oh, because their life was on the line?
Yes. Or their children's lives. So they submit.
And this has continued since when? When did this begin?
So long ago.
Now is this just beyond the earth plane?
Yes.
Does this date back even before ancient Lemuria? Or was
No.
that... So after ancient Lemuria. This is when it's shifted?
Yes, after.
After. So more with the Atlantis timeline?
Slightly after.
Slightly after the timeline of Atlantis.
Yes.
What did the role of female used to look like before then?
Partners. He was the protector. She was the creator.
So I've had a couple or a few channelings now, because I've been experiencing this as well, where I've been accused of them seeing something in me that they think is malevolent, but then what I've received through these channels is that what they're actually seeing is the divine feminine, and they're afraid of it.
That is true.
That is true?
That is true. You are a strong divine feminine. You scare weak men. But if you teach, maybe they can be strong too.
Are you aware, since you work with the medicine, I feel like some of these men I've had to come into awareness of were the ones facilitating the medicine, that I feel like I had to see their ego or their narcissistic side, or even their weakness or blind spots, but yet I think maybe in some ways I may have been threatening to them.
You were threatening.
Can you explain that dynamic?
Man wants to be strong. Man wants to protect a woman. Man sees you and knows he cannot protect you because you are stronger than he. He fumbles. He gets confused and doesn't know how to behave because he's trying to hide. He doesn't want you to see he's small.
Even though they're the shaman?
Yeah. Even more so, because he has to be strong, and you see through.
On that note, I mentioned the shaman that I said that felt threatened by the divine feminine. He supposedly was telling a current partner that he saw this witch energy in me. Are you aware of any of this?
No, but I do not trust.
You do not trust
him. There's a shadow he hasn't looked at.
Otherwise, he wouldn't have his ego on display.
Correct. Why would he say you have witch energy if he's healing? Healer would use different words.
Such as?
Energy that does not match you. Witch is a label. Who created labels?
Men?
Yes.
Is that why many, this got brought up earlier too, like just in like the witch hunts and things of that nature, was that targeting of the psychic woman and burning her at the stake to prevent their light?
Targeting against any woman who did not submit.
They labeled them witch.
Yes.
And then burned them alive.
Yes.
And how many were actually guilty of being this so-called witch? If you could put a percentage to it.
5.
So most of them were innocent women.
Yes. Gardeners understood the bountiful from earth. Understood feelings. Not witch. Men wanted people to believe that witches were casting spells, such as voodoo.
Right. I feel like I've even experienced myself being accused of such by even people I wouldn't even know, or a man I wouldn't know, who supposedly was he was the owner of this building next door and super Christian, and turns out he was a wolf in sheep's clothing. Somebody that was a pedophile and all that other stuff.
And you saw through him, so he called you a witch.
So is that why I'm being under attack with that label lately?
Because you can see through the bullshit. Yes. You see through the lies, the deception. You may not understand it, but you see through it and they know it. So they're trying to make you submit.
Or make me doubt myself.
That's part of submission.
And as far as the work that I do in this manner, has it ever been tainted or compromised with a malevolent entity pretending to be a good entity?
In this space, no.
Okay. But you mentioned in this space. What about others?
If it's just you, no.
Meaning me facilitating for someone else?
Yes.
If it's like
a bigger group, they're lurking.
The entities?
Yes. Watching. Observing.
Even in this space?
No, not here.
Not here?
Not here.
But if I were to join other circles?
Not so much the space, it's so much the number of people.
Because too many people is too much to handle.
Yes. Some in the space, aren't clear. That will bleed through.
Meaning those participants?
Yes.
So meaning they could be prone to attachments?
Yes. And guiders.
Explain that to me. What is that?
The person holding it, the person holding this space.
Okay.
Or people.
Okay. So is there anything I should understand about the guide, as a guide in holding space, if I am doing anything that could be improved upon?
In your sacred space, clear all those who are in it as you're creating it, consciously.
What advice do you have for me moving forward on my path?
You have been wise in following the signs. Continue doing that. At every fork in the road, there is a sign leading you into the best possible path for you.